Hey, End-Time Watchman. This video is about common sense. About using common sense in an analysis of what is going on. What on earth is going on? And I've tried to keep that long sleeve shirt on, but I done had to crack a window. It's getting so hot in here in this computer room. So if I've changed clothes, you think I changed? Is he some kind of fanatic? Changes? No. I just took my top shirt off and got my bottom shirt on. I took the cowboy hat off and put the TRT on, baby. Yep. Common sense. Let's talk for a minute about common sense. Okay? For instance, if any of you out there have ever been able to spin your way out of debt, please make a video response to this and I'll post it immediately as soon as I get it from you. If you can spin your way out of debt, please make a video response. All of us need to know what you did to do it, how did you did it, because common sense tells me it can't happen, cannot happen. With that being said, they are keeping and keeping and keeping and keeping on printing and spending. They say to prevent a global financial meltdown. Well, I can remember back when that we didn't want this global trade to start with. I can remember the few and the proud, the brave, that got beat to death and hammered to death with tongue lashing, saying that we must have this. Well, now that we've got it, we are on the verge of a global meltdown. Now, okay, common sense will tell you that whoever was for this global economy, we shouldn't trust them. Common sense. Now, another thing let's look at. Okay, how can the government, watch this, how can the government take money and give it to somebody else, okay? Because the government does not make money, they spend money. They have never generated revenue for nothing except out of thin air, okay? They have not ever made money. The government does not take their money and give it to someone. Let me tell you how it works through common sense. The government taxes you more and takes money from you and then gives it to somebody else, okay? That's the way it works. In other words, watch this. Okay. A friend of mine, okay, Scuba Man, has invited me to go out to eat. Me and my family, he and his family. Well, let's just say we have 12 people. Okay? We get, nobody to discuss who's paying for it. We get ready to get through. I'm pulling out my billfold, okay? And then we're to good old days. I mean, pulling out my billfold, and I got it. Because I did it a lot. And I'm not bragging on myself, but back in the day I did it. Because I just believed in doing that. And then Scuba Man says, nope, I got it. And we don't argue, but we get into this testosterone match, and let's just say Scuba wins. Scuba pays for that meal, and you got to say a dozen people, and you're in a nice restaurant. That's $240. Time you add, tax, tip, and all that. Okay? Now, I didn't get that meal for free, even though Scuba paid for it. Well, yes, you did, because you didn't pay for it. Well, wait a minute. I didn't get that meal for free, because guess what? Guess what? Scuba had to do without something that he could have bought to pay for that meal. Do you understand what an End-Time Watchman is trying to tell you through common sense? Okay? Well, you still got it for free. Well, no, I did not. And I'm using Scuba because we're good friends. Okay? I didn't get that meal for free. Well, yes, you did, because Scuba bought it. Okay, well, common sense don't tell you that. because if Scuba would wanted me to have that meal for free, and he and I are good friends, so he understands the analogy I'm trying to use, then he would have came to my house and he would have picked me up, okay? He would have drove me there and took me back home, and it wouldn't have cost me nothing then. It still cost me something. What am I trying to say? End time, would you please come out of this la-la land? No, I'm in reality telling you this. So having said that, I'll move on to something else because I use that as an example because I know he won't get upset for me using his name and my name. Okay, because he's a wise man. In order for the government to travel and go on their trips and go to all these things that don't amount to a hill of beans, they have to have money for gas to put in an airplane. They have to be fed. They have to be put up. By the way, they don't stay in no Motel 6. Common sense. That's the title of this. I changed it up. I was gonna put it's just a GD piece of paper, and I'm gonna wait on that. That's gonna be a later one. That is gonna be fired up, buddy. Yeah, remember what Bush said? It's just a GD, and I wouldn't pronounce that, but just a GD piece of paper because God has never damned anything. People damn themselves, not God. Jesus said, I come that you can have life and have it abundantly. Here I go on that. I'm trying not to make that video yet, but anyway, let's move on. But by the way, before I move on, the video that's coming up on is just a GD piece of paper. This is the attitude I'm taking toward all these executive orders and all that want to take our guns and food and take control of the FEMA executive order. It's just a GD piece of paper to me anymore. That's the attitude I'm having where I can be not as humdrum and down and worried about it as I've been. Yes, I'm sober and vigilant about it, but I'm sick and tired of it trying to get me to the point where I'm down and out. I'm sick and tired of it getting you that way. Now, I didn't mean to throw that in there. Let's get back to common sense. Okay? In order for them to fly in their jets and all, in order for them to go to their parties and drink their champagne and do all these lavish things, somebody has to pay for it. But their attitude is it's just all part of me doing my duty for the American people when it's not. You know what? It's kind of like if me and my family went and we met Scuba, and Scuba was expecting us to go Dutch, and I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. I don't know he's going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for my own. Then all of a sudden, I pat him on the back. Man, thanks for wanting us to come eat with you at Longhorn or some swanky restaurant. Then I got to get this baby home. She's screaming. I walk out and leave him home to town when he didn't want to pay for it. That's what the government does to us. They walk out and after they pass a bill, leave us home to town whether we like it or not. You see what I'm trying to tell you? End time, just trying to be straight up with you, and I know I'm getting a little loud here on these things, but I'm passionate about this. When they make their trips, they don't look. They got their other cronies that agree with the trips and sign off on it. They have to sign off on. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and finish destroying the American people. Let's take these trips. We're gonna live it up because we are more important than they are. Common sense. This is the way they think. Now, having said that, back to the printing of the money. Well, they keep printing it because they scare you. Oh, we'll global meltdown if we don't print it. What they don't tell you is the common sense truth, and End Time knows, and a lot of you know, it's going to be a financial global meltdown. I don't care how much money they print. It's going to happen. That's why common sense will tell you, get your food, and get your guns, and get your community organized, and get like-minded people and get ready for whatever hits you in the face. If you're organized, prepared, and ready, you can deal with that situation. Okay? You may have to change. You may have to change horses in the middle of the stream. You may have to change strategies. But common sense will let you know that the way this train wreck is headed, or this Titanic is already... I put it to you like this. The Titanic has already hit the iceberg. I got to come back with this. Let's draw this analogy for a minute. Let's just do this on the Titanic. If you like it, fine. If you don't, you can just dismiss me as some kind of idiot. But I'm fixing to use common sense and an analogy on where we're at right now. Okay? End Time, be right back.